What's up, guys? It's Monday, and I'm in a different room. As you can see, this is C211 because my room has this terrible sound coming from the ceiling from a fan belt or other part of the cooling, and they haven't fixed it yet, and I want to escape that, so we moved here, and I'm recording on my Chromebook. There are basically 4 or 5 weeks, about a month left, and we're going to read one story in that time. The story is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I posted it last time, and it's very similar in length to The Shadow over Innsmouth, but it's broken into twice as many chapters, so the chapters are nice and small. We'll read 1 or 2 per day. Last time I posted a video of me reading chapter 1, and it's not short because I stopped and talked about everything, but the actual chapter is pretty short. So then I said, you guys read chapter 2. If you want to read it on your own, that works. If you want to use the play button at the top of the link I sent, they have an audio file for every chapter. Or you can look on YouTube, because this is a very old and popular story, and a lot of people have recorded versions of it. I'll check them out, and if I find one that I think is the best, I'll link it on the Google Classroom. Or if you find one that you want me to unblock, send me that link. But there are a lot of ways to check it out. Today I'm going to post an assignment that says, here's some questions about the first 2 chapters. They're really general questions, just saying, do you understand what's happening? Do you get the characters? If you probably haven't read this story before, but of course most of us have heard of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And in some ways that kind of adds to the confusion, because it's not what you think. Sometimes we think of Dr. Jekyll like a Bruce Banner, and Mr. Hyde is like the Hulk. Like he turns into this giant werewolf thing that's just knocking over buildings and really being monstrous. But in the story, Mr. Hyde is just a guy. They actually say that he looks small because he's kind of hunched over and sort of a normal human, but ugly in some way that people can't describe, but whenever they look at him, they just want to beat him up. So right away, it's a little different. If you were expecting him to be a beast, and then he's just a guy wearing clothes who uses a key to open a door and talks when you talk to him, you know that something's different than what you thought. But check out the first 2 chapters. I'm going to post some questions, and these are not yes or no questions, but they're like, oh, what is this character's personality, or what does he think's going on? So make sure you answer them with a little more than just a couple words. And then once we get the setup in these first 2 chapters, it really gets into the action after that. Thanks.